Sadie had this boyfriend, and like one day, I just ended up making out with him. It was really terrible of me.
Honestly, when it comes to him, I'm like, anything anyone tells me, I'm not shocked.
But it's the fact that I don't think I told you everything. And I feel like I need to.
Hello and welcome to Split Decision. These women are true best friends. They know everything about each other. Or do they? Okay, ladies, Split Decision is about one thing: finding deep and meaningful truth. The first prompt is, I'm the more intelligent one in the friendship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around. Okay. Hannah, Caitlin, you both think you're the more intelligent one?
Yeah, we always say this. I think Caitlin has more street smarts. I have more like classroom book smarts.
I have a 4.0 though.
Okay. High school.
Oh yeah, high school.
Okay.
Though.
Yeah, you're more street smart, I'd say, but I'm more like intellect smart. In my head.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you agree with that?
Yes and no.
What do you
She
disagree
is
with?
definitely book smart for sure. She got her master's, so and I'm getting my master's too.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
With this friendship, bro, I see them having a lot of arguments. Like, one of the greatest thing about self-awareness is being able to, acknowledge where you fall, your shortcomings and your strong points, weak points. Yeah, one of the greatest thing about self-awareness is being able to do that. With these two, like, no one wants to be beneath the other. At least that's how I think they see it. No one wants to be beneath. And really and truly, it's not all about that, to be honest, because one, you can't be, or not everyone is going to be on the same level of like book intellect. You understand? Not everyone is going to be on the same level as street intellect. So you just have to acknowledge where your limit is. That doesn't mean you cannot surpass it or push yourself. But you need to identify, I think this is a better word. I think you need to be able to identify your current level. And being able to do that in a friend group or a friendship is extremely important because it shows that you understand yourself and you understand that you're a friend. And that also helps with the type of relationship you have so that you guys can be able to rely on each other's strengths and help each other, overcome their weaknesses. But with this friend couple, bro, I see them having a lot of arguments, especially the bigger one over here. Like, she seems very defensive about just a simple question as that. I mean, her friend gave her credit for being street smart, which I believe is a better type of smart to have than the book smart in most cases. I mean, being book smart is also important, but street smart help you a lot more in the real world. And her friend was able to identify, that I'm the one with the book, she's the one with the streets. Like, there's a balance. Now, instead of attacking each other, just help each other out. Know her weakness, play towards that, help each other over, bro. Like, bro, you know what? I'm talking too much.
I think I'm definitely more street smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, who do we think has more common sense?
Me.
It depends. It depends. Maybe Caitlin though.
Maybe?
I
You don't
don't
sound so
know.
sure.
Like,
I
a lot
just think
common
of like
sense.
worst case scenario, so then
Yeah.
I think everything out, and then Hannah's, I think, like I said, more. I don't want, like, naive is like, I don't want to say negative word.
Yeah.
But like, you're super smart, but then
Yeah.
you see the best in everything, and I see worse, which is
Yeah.
probably not healthy.
But I think I have enough common sense to like get by. But Caitlin's the type of person like go into a restaurant, like she'll get like
Oh, I get done.
Best
No,
service,
yeah.
get
I
shit
I
yeah.
don't let people walk all over me.
yeah.
Audrey, you're the smart one, huh?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I think I just make smarter decisions overall than she does. I think I'm more like financially responsible. Like they said, I'm kind of like more.
Now, look at the difference with these two. Like, they're not arguing. Like they know where they stand with each other, and I can tell they have a good dynamic in their friendship. That's how all friendships should be, bro. It doesn't need to be a constant. All right, it can be competitive, but in a healthy way, but not in a way where you want to rip the other person's head off. You know what I'm saying? Or at each other's throats all the time, like the previous. Nah, at least that's how I feel. Let me know what you think.
Smart.
And you agree with this? You're
Yeah. So I kind of grew up, you know, I don't want to say spoiled, but like I kind of had everything kind of handed to me. I grew up with an actor as a dad, so like I kind of didn't get to experience like, I don't know, like a normal way of growing up, I guess. And that's where she comes in, where it's like she just kind of is like, Maddie, like you can't do this, like you have to make sure you're doing this, like just on top of me as like a big sister basically.
Sadie and Eve, so we are in agreement.
Yeah.
Eve's like, yeah.
Definitely in the book smart way. Like I went to college and graduated. The thing about Eva is I think that she's very street smart, like she's very intelligent. She doesn't use it most of the time.
She doesn't use her intelligence.
Wow.
She's like calling me out. Like she like knows the right thing to do in a situation, and then she doesn't do that.
I feel like I'll go to Sadie and I'll be like, hey, girl, really need some advice. And then you talk at me for like 2 hours and I'm like, totally. And then do the opposite.
Rebecca, Rosalie, you got the intelligence? Tell us more.
I think that you are more street smart, but I'm more book smart, but like barely, because I feel like we're like really like right there with each other.
I would say that her career and stuff like that, like she's always just been like very intelligent, always want to move forward. And I went through a lot of stuff because I, just got out of a relationship. So I'm like kind of like a little bit, well, kind of way behind, I'm gonna be honest.
I think
I'm confused. What does your relationship have to do with your intellect? I mean, don't get me wrong. People get into a relationship, they tend to like let themselves go, different aspects of themselves. But still, it's not, intellect is not something that just goes away. So I fail to see how the relationship affected that aspect of her life. Now, as it relates to her mental health, I understand that. And her emotions, I understand that, but I don't understand the intellect part.
have both, so I think that we balance each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Even with what you're wearing, you're like the yin and yang coming
literally.
together, balancing each other out.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been friends for 7 years now. We met through this app actually called Radiate, and it's for like ravers. It's like you have your party friends, and then you have like your friends that you could, talk deeply to, but for us,
both.
it was both.
Oh yeah, definitely raves. You haven't been one, go to one.
The next prompt is, I think my best friend is or has been jealous of me. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around. Hannah and Caitlin, so we both say yes.
Yeah. I don't think jealousy is the right word because it's like malicious, I think. But like,
Right.
I
agree.
love your body. You have nice boobs.
Thank you.
Like
You-
don't,
I'm jealous
when
of
you
your body.
Eat, when you eat, you don't gain weight. I'm
That's
jealous.
simply
Okay,
not
I am
true.
jealous
That is
of that.
so far from the truth.
It is true. I feel like your family situation too. Like
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. Like I wish I had that kind of where my parents still like paid for a lot of stuff too.
Hey. Not true. Somewhat true, but
Yeah.
mostly
Yes.
not.
Wait, what's not true?
That my parents like paid for everything. I don't
Not
think that's-
everything. Like you
No.
do work hard.
Yeah.
Like you do get a lot of stuff paid for still. Like do you
Well,
do you pay for your cars right now?
I paid for my car.
Like your insurance?
No, I do not pay for my
exactly.
insurance.
Yeah.
Do you guys pay
So-
for your? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had
Wait,
that.
who here pays for their car insurance?
I pay for everything with my car.
All right. Well, that's a half. That's like 50-50.
Like I wish I had that, even though like
Yeah.
it taught me to work hard, and you work hard,
Yeah.
like you do. But I wish I had that too.
Eve, thoughts?
Growing up when we were in high
Maybe it's because she works hard why people see her hard work and decide, you know what, let me help her out. I mean, I bet if she was working harder, she wouldn't be looking like that. And she wouldn't need to be jealous of her friend's body or her family situation or her lifestyle. Come on, man. All you have to do is just put in more effort.
school, we talked about this like the other day. We were like totally idolizing each other's bodies all the time. Like, I wish I had your body, wish I looked like you.
I know.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I think at this point, no. It's like the same thing everyone's saying. We balance each other out so well. Like, there's so much beauty I find in you, and then I don't know, I'm a good, yeah. But there's just nothing to be jealous of anymore. It's like, we just love each other so much.
Like, can I just say this? Like, what's up with dirty sneakers, bro? Like, wash your fucking shoes or don't wear white if you don't know how to clean white. Oh, it pisses me off, man, to see somebody with a dirty shoe. Like, clean your sneakers. Clean them. For those who probably don't have a clue how to clean a white sneaker, here's one thing you can use. Your toothpaste that you use to brush your teeth. Get some toothpaste, moist the shoe or moist the toothbrush. Use a toothbrush. For some reason it works. But moist the toothbrush and then, you know, spread some toothpaste over the shoe, and then you rub it in a circular motion. Let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you use the toothbrush to like scrub out the dirt and all of that, and clean, and you're good to go. Man, I hate dirty shoes. Now let me know in the comments if that's something that really disgusts you too.
We've been best friends for over 10 years.
She went to Ireland for a year, and when she came back, we went to middle school together, and that's, I feel like, when we became inseparable.
The next prompt is, we have hooked up with the same person. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around. Okay. Eve.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay. We both had these boyfriends, and then we like coincidentally hooked up with each other's ex-boyfriends at different periods. Yeah.
We kissed them.
Sadie had this boyfriend, and like they were so off and on, and then like one day, I just ended up making out with him. It was really terrible of me. It was so shady.
Honestly, I don't really blame her for that. He was like actually like a serial cheater, and I was like an idiot, and so I was like, it's fine because I think that you're cute, and so you can cheat on me and I'll take you back. And then
Now, this is what I don't understand with women. During the breakup, no, after the breakup, God damn it, what's wrong with me? But after the breakup, they will say that, oh, I knew that he was this and I knew that he was that. But my question is, darling, if you knew all of these red flags, why did you even have a relationship with this person to begin with? Because I'm positive some early phase in the relationship, you would have seen 1 or 3 red flags. So why did you stay? And I don't understand this about women, bro. Like, you guys are dumb as fuck sometimes. Yeah. Like, a guy will show you the red flags and you'll still stick around because he said some shit, or there's some benefit that you want, or there's just something that you want from him, but you'll just take the abuse or, you know, deal with the bullshit just because of whatever benefit that you want. Right? That makes absolutely no sense. Then after the relationship ends, you talk shit about him. You do the most for no reason, and it's not like he held you captive. I mean, for some persons, then I can sympathize, but for the majority, you guys are fucking stupid at times. But I still love y'all, but you need to hear this. Like, you're stupid at times, and you need to work on that. You see the red flags, address them. Speak. If you don't, it's only gonna get worse. If you don't wish to speak on it, leave. It is that simple.
You were together. It wasn't an ex-boyfriend. It was your boyfriend
Well,
at the time.
so she thought we were broken up, but we had gotten back together that morning.
Yeah.
Well, how did that feel for you when you found out?
Well, actually, I found out like a year later. He was really manipulative, and he convinced her that if she wanted to tell me like the next day when she found out we got back together.
He basically said, like, if you tell her she's gonna stay with me and she's gonna cut you off forever.
Oh, wow.
And I totally believed him and was like, really, yeah.
Yeah, he was really threatening. So then I called Eve and she came over and we talked about it that day. And then I think it took us that day to get over it too.
Yeah.
And then I took him back again.
And but well, the next thing happened after high school.
That's
and
fair.
This one was like a little like.
Yeah, so Eve had.
You have to subscribe to the channel if your answer was yes for this question.
Boyfriend in high school.
Yeah.
And
for
then
3 years.
He was the best friend actually of mine. And it was like New Year's Eve. She wasn't like at this point. They'd been broken up for a little while and she was like engaged, but like.
Let's not.
Engaged to, okay.
And we were at this party and I had another friend there and her ex kept like leaning over to my friend and being like, Sadie looks so pretty. I haven't seen Sadie in so long. She looks so good. And so my friend was like, okay, well, I'll take a picture, kiss me on the cheek, both of you. And then we leaned in to kiss her on the cheek and he whispered, put your head back. And so she put her head back.
You didn't have to tell me that part.
Oh, I think he whispered it to her.
Oh, that's
he
funny.
like, so put your head back, then like we kissed, because my eyes were closed for the picture. So then we kissed, and then we like kissed a little bit. And I was
You like kept kissing?
yeah, but that like for like, and then I was like, wait,
yeah.
what the f? Because I was like drunk and 19. So I was like, ooh, making out. And then I was like, this is not it. And then I called her the next day and I told her, and then we got over it very quickly. And now
Were you mad?
I was super pissed. I just felt really betrayed, I guess. But then at the same time, like it made me realize how you felt when I did that to you. So it kind of felt like karma in the most non-corny way.
That's horrible.
But it kind of like evened out, and
Yeah.
we made a decision that like no guy would ever actually get in between our relationship because it's so much more important.
Audrey, Madison.
There was a moment where we tried to have a threesome.
Oh yeah.
But the way you
It
guys are like this and like this, I was like,
It failed really
failed
bad because the guy
horribly.
couldn't get hard. So
We were both laying in our beds.
he was
Like,
probably just all scared to be honest.
Two girls?
Yeah.
He was
really
probably
awkward.
overwhelmed.
Yeah,
we were
two beautiful
kind
girls.
of
I would have been
not-
scared too, to be honest.
we weren't.
Bruh. Imagine that. Imagine having a threesome with these two ladies, bro. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. My guy could not get hard to do the job. But, I mean, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us, my friend. So, if you're watching this video or this video I'm reacting to, if you've watched it, don't feel any way because it happens to the best of us. I'm sure it might have been anxiety or you just didn't fuck with them that much. So it happens. It's natural. I mean, something similar happened to me. It's not that I couldn't get hard, but I couldn't reach. Like I couldn't reach that point. And even how much I tried and she tried so many things, I just could not reach that point, bro. And, you know, even though I was hard as a fucking rock, going for hours, man, I still could not. And it was the first time we were doing it. And the next morning, well, I actually prayed about it, bro, because I was really scared. I was like, oh my God, do I have erectile dysfunction now or something? Like, I was freaking out afterwards. Didn't know what to do. I right after I texted my uncle and I was like, yo, you know, this happened to me and I'm fucking confused right now. I don't know what's going on. He said that, you know, it probably was just anxiety. So the next morning I made sure, because I felt like I had to redeem myself, bro, because she was trying really hard to get me there and just didn't happen. But the next morning I did wake her up and I did get there, bro, like in under 5 minutes too. So it happens to the best of us, my guy.
Sober.
Yeah, we weren't
as it
sober.
were.
Whiskey dick.
Okay.
Yeah, it would not go. And I bet he was the most he was upset
He had to be.
How did you both feel about that? Because you're like, this was your first time trying to do a threesome together?
Yeah, it was our first time.
And we were just like, I mean, is this?
I'm like, is this
what
how it
it's like? Is this what it's supposed to?
Should we do something more?
It's not what I thought it would be.
Are we the problem? Like, bro.
Who here would have a threesome with their best friend?
I feel like
You raised your hand.
he would.
I love my
In
best
the
friend.
right circumstance.
Yeah?
We used to like.
The imaginary.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm like, can
I wanna
we
hear what
say
you
this?
guys wanna say.
We used to like practice. Like,
Wait, what?
Oh, like kissing each other?
Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry.
well, because we're both bisexual, but we didn't really talk about that for a long time. And we would be like, we should probably practice kissing again.
Yeah.
For like
For boys.
Poor boys.
Cut to like 13, 14, like rolling around on a mattress making out. Like it was like really something.
we had like we got into character.
You really practiced, right?
Wait, when you guys did that, did you ever catch feelings for one another or no?
We've talked about this before. I feel like on and off.
I think it was like crushes, but not like we would have dated each other. More just like she's so pretty, but like at the time I don't know about her, but I didn't know that I was bi. So I didn't like know that I was like enjoying it for more than just like practice.
Who else here has done something sexual or hooked up with their best friend? You want to say something? Go ahead.
Go for it.
We love each other a lot. Let's just say that. I can't even remember like what got us to like let's try this.
things,
But like we've gone like I think when we're like drunk or like when we're up, when we were younger, we used to go down on each other. Oh, I mean like
For practice?
for
For boys.
I think it was just literally just like you're horny, I'm horny. I'm not even bi. I'm not bi. She's not bi. Like we're not, but like we have.
The next prompt is, I have considered ending our friendship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead
Those
and
dirty
spin around.
shoes, bro.
Oh damn. Shit.
Rosalie, Rebecca, you both say yes.
We lived together for a while, and
It's not a good idea.
yeah, it's really not unless you. I don't know. It's just not. I wouldn't suggest it. It was just like a good year that we weren't just seeing eye to eye. She had like a stupid boyfriend that I can't stand, and I mean, like I wanted to hang out with her, and then she was always hanging out with him, and then like I just felt very alone and stuff. And there was just one thing that like would bother me, is she always left the bath mat wet. And that's would
what it's
drive.
for,
I wasn't gonna like sit there and like end my friendship for that, but it was just like all those things and
Piling
then the bath mat was
I just don't agree with that because that's what it's for
was
when you get
soaking
out.
wet.
I mean, I've heard before, like, you should never live with your best friend. Like, it's going to be. And I was like, no, we're different. We're not going to be like
I'm like,
that.
oh,
We'll be fine.
yeah,
but
no.
yeah, no, it was not
Yeah.
fine. And I started, like, feeling that anger from you, like,
Yeah,
towards me.
I
and
didn't really
then-
like her for a little while. Like everything she did would bother me because of the fact that like I really like we were excited to move into each other and I wanted to see her and hang out with her. And at the time I was like, you know what the hell? Like I let you move in my house, you know, you were going through stuff and then we don't even hang out. Like so it was just a bad year for this. But other than that, like
And then your stupid ex was like, he was just
for
making
being
her feel
horrible.
like stupid and insecure because he's, and then it just like, it was just affecting, it was like all happening all at the same
Yeah.
time. But I've definitely learned to not let a guy like that
Hell
come
no,
between.
dude.
Fuck, mm-mm.
This have to do with a guy too?
No. I don't know why you say yes.
Why did you say yes?
Kill you. No.
I don't think I ever thought about it like for real. I think there was just moments
Okay,
where
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, this bitch, like
Yeah.
she's getting on my last nerves, you know what I'm saying? There were like a lot of moments where we didn't talk for
Yeah.
like months and months.
yeah.
But then we would always come back to each other and be like, hey, like nothing
Yeah.
happened. It kind of was me that stopped talking to her because I just had to like pull myself away for a minute.
Same here.
Like I was just like, she's doing all this shit to piss me off and
I went back with my ex.
Before-
Really pissed her off.
because there were, I'm sure everybody agrees.
each other, yeah, like
So many
annoying to
times where
call.
she would come to me and like be like, this guy sucks and I hate him, and I'm like, so leave him. Like I don't understand that.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, you know the guys suck. You know it's not like you don't know. but you still be stupid and you just go right back. Like, I mean, if you break up over something simple as one of you had some aspect of your life going on and it like got in the middle of what you were doing and then things change afterwards, then that I can understand. But as it relates to like behavioral stuff, like I'm less forgiving with that because not everyone makes the decision to change. Some people are very good at pretending. And to change, it really takes a lot of hard work to change. And if it's a case where you break up with somebody, after the breakup they promise that they'll change. If it's not a certain period of time, like probably a month or two after, I would not suggest getting back with them because change takes practice and it takes time. And even before you get back with them, like date them and let them show you what has changed. Don't let them tell you that they have changed, but let them show you. Because I understand love and I understand emotions. So I have sympathy for those of you who consider those things. I've never had a relationship where I've gone back with an ex, so can't put myself in that category. But if you have, be sure to like this video right now and definitely subscribe to the channel.
That's the one time where I was like really talking shit about her at the time because I was like, well, you're my best friend. Like you're supposed to be there for every time I call or cry or like you're supposed to be no matter what. Like what the like I'd do that for you. And so it was kind of like a slap in the face where it's like, well, I get that I've been annoying with this, but like at the same time, who else am I supposed to go to? We've known each other since we were 6 years old. We met at a pool. Yeah, at a swimming pool.
It was me and my sister, we were playing Marco Polo, and we were like, we can't play Marco Polo with just us two.
And I was the only other person in the pool. It was literally just the three of us.
Yeah.
So they were like, obviously we're gonna ask this random woman, lady, sorry girl, I'm not a woman, I'm 6. And we've been, ever since then, it's just been non-stop hanging out.
A roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been all over the place.
The next prompt is, my best friend has a toxic personality trait or vice. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
That's hard. Give me a second.
Toxic is a very...
Split decision. What do you think? Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Okay, and go ahead and turn around. This is interesting. Right side of the room says yay. Right side, left side of the room says nay. Okay. Wow. You're all like, they're perfect. They're like, no, we got some stuff. Sadie, why don't you start?
Eve can be really toxic in her romantic relationships.
Okay.
So like Eve has like broken into an ex's.
Okay, wait. Now I think we all want to know what happened.
No, not that one. Whatever, you already said it.
She had the code. They had just broken up over the phone, and she drove to his place and was banging on the door because she thought that he was there. And so she opened the door and kind of broke into his house. And then that somehow, while she was in there, she found out that he was like with someone else, I think.
Yeah.
Damn. But she did like break into his.
I did, yeah.
That's not crazy to me, to be honest.
Did you take anything?
Bruh, yo, this girl is gonna stand here and say that. I don't think that's crazy, to be honest. Like, bro, she broke into the guy's house because they just broke up. How is that? How is that not crazy though? Man, she could have been arrested if this guy had pressed charges. And her friend just exposed her on camera. Oh my gosh, bruh. Stupid, man. Like, bruh, guys, if you break up with a person, only one thing you gotta do, move on. For guys, I'm an advocate for men, obviously. I love y'all. I love myself. If a woman breaks up with you, all you gotta say is, okay. And then you move on. Now, if you're one of those guys who you have some fucked up ways, or you're toxic, manipulative, or you're a narcissist, I would say get help. Work on yourself. Try to become a better man, because it's not fair for you to be going around fucking up people. Emotional pain hurts more than a stab wound. And for those of you guys out here who are genuine and you're just trying to, find that girl for you, just continue to work on yourself, and the right person will come. Like, make sure you invest in you, whether you have hobbies, a career, whatever it is. Continue working on yourself, continue doing you, and that person will come, bro. Like, that person will come. And after your relationships, ensure that you sit down and you introspect. If you need to write down the things that you could have done better, do that. And if you want to write down the things that went wrong and the things that you're looking for in your next partner, do that, because those things are part of the healing process. Those things help you to get over breakups. And it does help you to become a better individual. So really and truly, it's a win-win.
Break anything? What did you do?
I did something insane. I should I say it? Yeah. I'm gonna say it. He was like constantly cheating on me, chronically. So I decided, okay, well, if he's on a date right now, because I just decided in my head he was on a date, I put on red lipstick and I kissed all over his house.
Oh my gosh.
So when
That's
he brought the girl home, there was
iconic.
Red lipstick
Oh
all over
my
his
God.
house.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Did he bring somebody home?
He did, because he called me about it.
Okay, that's karma for him.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
god.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
not crazy.
It's a little bit insane. But
What I thought was a little bit crazy was like she didn't know where he was, and instead of just calling him, she broke into his home.
girl, I told you.
Isn't that the same time you almost threw food too? Was that
No,
that
I
time?
did do that.
Oh, you said almost.
Yeah.
You.
I did.
I didn't know
What
that.
happened? You threw food at...
Same ex, like, I don't know, he ordered food one day, and then while the food was coming, he got into this big fight with me. I don't even know what about. There was always some fight. But once the food got there, I was at such a heightened point that I went to bring my food home, and then while I'm sitting in my car, I was like,
You made a TikTok
I made
about
a TikTok
it.
about it, and then I said, no, I'm going back there, and I went back and I threw the takeout on his door, so it like
Yeah,
splattered
so
all
I
over the
didn't
door.
know that she did it. She was like, it's better to just leave. This is me overreacting. Like, I could just go home, which is what I mean when I say that she knows what to do and then doesn't do it.
I'm like really surprised that you're not up there, to be completely honest.
You're toxic in your relationships, but like I'm toxic in my relationships too, so it's kind of valid.
That's
to
why.
me.
That's why I thought like we were both gonna
Okay,
agree.
see,
with
I
that.
was
What-
thinking
what is it
toxic outside because that
specifically?
doesn't count. I don't
Like
really
making
care.
fake Instagrams and like checking stories and checking followers, Snapchat scores.
Bro, like, women tend to say that men are creeps, but do you hear the shit that these women indulge in, bro? Like, oh my days. Like, why the fuck would you need to do that, man? Like, just why? Why do you feel the need to do any of that? Like, I don't understand, man. Like, why? Why do you feel the need to do any of that? Bro, honestly.
Yeah, she's been calling me every lately, like he's
Some might
following
call it
somebody
toxic.
new.
Some might call it toxic, but you're talking about making the fake Instagrams. Maybe that's a
I don't think that's-
toxic trait.
No,
of
but then
advice.
it's like if you
Yeah,
find
yeah.
evidence.
Finding
That's being
evidence. Oh, I'm the
FBI,
queen.
okay?
Oh, so give me a
That's
name
it.
and I can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
attest.
I was
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
And then the other thing we just talked about your red flag yesterday.
Oh, that I want everything perfect.
Yeah, that she just wants
I mean,
everything
it just
like
makes sense. Like,
perfect.
I don't want it too hot or too cold. I want it in the middle. I don't want a guy this or this. I want them in the middle because I can't get perfect. I can't.
You deserve it.
Period.
Exactly.
Your standards are high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now after my
She's fucking delusional. That's the problem. Talking about you can get this and you can get that. Oh shit. You can get any type of guy you want. Well, mostly any type of guy you want. Well, mostly the average dude, because she definitely looks like an average girl. I mean, she doesn't look fit. She doesn't look obese either, but she just looks like somebody, one of those females who just exist just because they're like they look a certain way and they're okay with it. That's the type of vibe I get from her. You're talking about you deserve perfect and all that bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has their person out there, but outside of that, what the fuck do you think you deserve a certain person above somebody else that's putting in more work than you are? It doesn't have to be only with your body, but other aspects of life. Hell, that's just my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments.
Hell yeah.
Why did you say yes? I think your lack of trust. And I think truly like you like dig and dig and dig and you like try to find problems sometimes that don't exist because of that.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
I wish you had more trust for the people in your life because they truly do love you so much and I think want the best for you and yeah.
Now, I can see that being a fact about this girl. That same one we talked about earlier, I can see that being a fact about her. Like, she gets very defensive so quickly, and that type of behavior tends to come from people with trust issues, bro. And my thing is, I understand that people are garbage at times. I do understand that people fuck each other over. I get it. But you have to draw the line somewhere. Like, you have to trust somebody. No man is an island, for those who know that saying. No man stands alone. Like, no matter what it is in life, you cannot achieve it by yourself. Life was just not designed that way. If it was, a lot of lone wolves would be at the top. I mean, even though people who are at the top says it's lonely. But you get the idea. Like, but guys, for those of you out there who share that trait with this girl, take it step by step. You don't have to take the leap of faith. You don't have to do that. But just take it step by step, one step at a time. If it's even one step per day, per month, per year, you're still making progress. But take that step. What may help you, and well, I really do recommend this for everybody, but get to know the person in aspects that matters most of all. I'm not saying you shouldn't know like some quirky shit or whatever about their life, but prioritize knowing certain aspects of their life that you know will impact or affect your relationship or whatever. Like, learn to figure out that first before, because that will help you to establish a certain level of trust with that person. And talk, like, be more expressive if you're not, because that will also help with building trust. And those are just some tips I can think about off the top of my head that will help you to have better relationships in your life. And trust me, relationships are good, especially healthy ones. You need them.
My answer to that. Do you agree?
No. Yeah. I think I've just been hurt. Like a lot. It's like hard for me to trust people sometimes.
Yeah.
She knows I trust her with everything. I think when you've been hurt so many times, it's just hard to open up. Sorry.
You want a hug?
Yeah, I was gonna. Did I say that? But if I didn't, I was going to touch on that. Like, I was gonna say that I think most of that stems from hurt. People like that, it's usually from hurt, from trauma, or it's just maybe the type of environment that they grew up in, but I guess that would still come under trauma. So I understand, like, you get hurt many times, you've been hurt, but so has everybody. There's not one person on this earth that has never been hurt. But as I always say, it's not the problem, it's how you deal with the problem. Because at the end of the day, you're only responsible for your actions, because you cannot control what another person does, says, or thinks. You just don't have that power. So you gotta accept the fact that anyone around you, anyone in the world is unpredictable. The moment you accept that, it does help you to deal with disappointments and hurts better, because what you should do when you get hurt or disappointed, well, I guess it's still hurt, but what you should do is, try to take away a lesson from that situation that will help you to become better and, more experienced and more prepared for like potential threats that may come in the future. Now, let me know if I'm making sense to you here. But I do get it. When you're hurt, it's very hard to open up, and it definitely do takes time. That's why I do recommend for people to like get help, heal. And it's always great to have somebody who will listen to you and give you great advice, or even just listen. Or if you don't have a person right now to talk to, like get a diary. Every time you write what you want to write out, you can either read it out loud or rip the page and just burn it.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to now. It's all come. This is such a good thing. I love you guys. You guys are adorable. I agree with you, brother.
Thank you for your vulnerability.
Yeah. I think just with family and just relationships, it's like if so many people have broken your trust and like you feel abandoned, it's hard to like open up still, It's like you have a wall up kind of thing. 'Cause you don't want to be burned. So, yeah. We met in 3rd grade.
2008? How long ago was that? I can't do math.
I know, I can't do math.
15.
15 years.
Thank you. We've been best friends for 15 years.
Yep. And she's not going anywhere.
Nope.
She's staying.
Yep.
The next prompt is, I keep giving my best friend the same advice, but she never listens. Oh my God. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around. Everyone's like, yeah. Rosalie.
I would just say for her to slow down. Like she's always on the move, and like with her career, which is like, okay, get your money, move up. But she deals with like her health condition with this POTS. She has long COVID. Like she had COVID like 2 years ago, and she deals with it now. But I'm like, girl, relax, please. Like she stresses me out. She doesn't eat, and I have to get on her. I'm like, dude, protein shake, do something. I just want her just to take a minute, breather. It's okay. Like I get it that you want to do better, but at the same time, please take care of your health. And she just stresses me out, to be honest. So like she literally.
I know, I get it. It's just
stresses
like,
me out.
It's so hard for me. Oh God, I don't.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's just like really hard for me to watch people like live life, and like I just feel like left behind sometimes. I got really sick last year from COVID, and it just made me have a lot of like health complications. So like, I don't know. I shouldn't be doing some of the stuff that I should be like that I'm doing, but I just push myself so hard because if I stay in my room and I think about it too long, I'm just gonna get depressed. So I'm like try to push myself as much as I can, because it's hard watching life go by like without you, because life's not gonna slow down. Everybody else is living their life. That's why I try to like keep up with everybody else. But I know that you just care about me, and like I know you really, really care about me when it comes to like the health stuff. So I appreciate it. And I'm trying to eat more.
I know that, and your mental health. I want you to just the journal. That's a big thing.
I'm
like, please journal. Please get these thoughts out of your head and put them on the paper. I'm telling you how. But that's because it works for me. So not everything works for others. But I just want her to give it a try.
And for persons that share the same type of situation as her, not with the being sick from COVID, but just those who probably have complications with their health, or who are just in like certain situations in their life, what I recommend is, as I mentioned before, one thing is like journal your thoughts. And for those who feel the same as her, like as life is leaving you behind, like I get it, I understand. And there is one thing that you have to learn to accept. Not everyone is going to reach a certain level at the same time. Your timing is different from others, and you just have to work with your timing. Now, and our sickness holds us back a lot, but as soon as you recover, just pick up where you left off. You don't need to rush. You don't need to push it. You don't need to try and play catch up. Just move at a steady pace, do what you can manage, and you will get there. You will get there. Like that doesn't change. You will get there. Just do your best always and never stop trying.
Sadie, what's your advice?
Leave when you're not happy is the first one. I understand why you do the things that you do sometimes, but I think you would get out of those situations and be happier faster if you didn't act on those impulses. And also, like, take time apart when you're first dating someone. Don't spend every day together when you met last week.
I need that.
No, you mean, you definitely, it's a lesson learned. We've learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next prompt is, there's a part of our friendship that still needs healing. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around. Eve, let's start with you.
I guess just talking about those things that happened with each other's exes, I could see that we both got pretty, I just know you, and I know that when we both get in those moods, it's easy to feel how you're feeling, and it seems like maybe we need to talk about it more. I want to make sure that you know everything that happened,
Yeah.
and I don't ever want there to be something that comes up later.
I think, honestly, I don't know. I don't think that I still am like hurt by that situation. I don't feel like I care about what happened in high school.
Okay, fair.
I mean, with you two, I've known about it long enough that I feel like for me, like, I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to him, I'm like, anything anyone tells me, I'm not shocked at this point.
Okay.
So Eve, but you think that she hasn't quite healed yet based on what her ex did?
I don't know if it's not quite healed, but it's the fact that I don't think I told you everything. And I feel like I need to.
So there's something you need to tell her.
Not right. I mean, well, yeah, I guess I can say it here, but yeah, I mean, it did happen multiple times. It wasn't just one time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, okay.
But like, he's like, yeah, everything happened multiple times with him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
This
on the edge of
this
my
isn't
seat.
news to you?
No, this isn't news to me. He was a repeat offender on many things. I'm not shocked that that happened more than once. I'm also not shocked that she did it more than once, not because I don't trust you, because he's incredibly manipulative.
Okay.
People tell me all the time, like when I go home, they're like, oh, this happened. I'm like, yeah, of course it did.
So Sadie, you didn't know that Eve hooked up with your ex multiple times?
Not really. I suspected, but
You
I
suspected?
didn't. I suspected that it happened more than once. They were good friends. They were around each other when I wasn't around a lot, but I didn't, like, no one had told me.
Yeah.
The next prompt is, if my best friend were my daughter, I'd be proud of her. Make your split decisions in
This
3,
is an interesting
2,
one.
1.
I love
Turn
we
around.
hear one step for everybody.
How beautiful is that?
Hey, I was gonna fight
yes.
whoever said
I know, right? One person's like, "Ugh."
Don't take one step. I heard only one step for everybody. So I was like, better.
I'm just really proud of you for. I'm gonna cry. We've both like been in like super dark places before,
Yeah.
and that's where we like connected. But it wasn't just a trauma
Bond or whatever,
It wasn't.
no.
No.
Yeah.
We
Maybe
got
definitely trauma
got
bond.
each other, helped each other out of those places, and then seeing you now the way that you're going to the gym, you're working on your mental health. Like I'm so proud of you because like the person that you were last year is not even comparable to how you are now. And I'm just
Definitely.
like really proud of you for just your confidence has gone up. You know that you're beautiful, and I'm just proud of you.
I just love her. Like, who wouldn't have her as a daughter? She is basically my. I take care of her. I'm always watching out.
Now, from a parent's perspective, not every parent really experience that emotional aspect of their child when they're an adult. It's really more of the achievement experience that they get. What I mean by that is their child will express a promotion or a job they got or a relationship they're in or something, something along those lines. So for what they're talking about, I really think they don't really understand what the question is fully asking. I think the question is asking about like where you're currently at in life and the things that you have accomplished along the way. That's how I view the question. But let me know what you think in the comments.
We go out, like I'm the one that's like, okay, you guys move out the way, you know, she's walking. Yeah, I'm very protective over her because I love her. And then yeah, like we had to have our trauma bond, but we just always just been there for each other. Like yeah, we had that 1 year that we're all just not really okay, but like I love her to death. Like she's here forever.
It's like there's no other person I'd get into a fight for except her. And
this girl doesn't fight.
Dude, I don't fight to save my life, but I choked a dude out for her.
Oh
like that's
oh my god.
Choked a dude out for
dude,
her.
this guy was breaking her heart and she came up to me crying and sobbing. And like not a lot of people see that side of her, of like just like that vulnerable side. So like I immediately was like triggered. And I was drunk too, so I was like,
For
bro,
context, we were at a party and I had hooked up with him like the day before, and he told me that he broke up with his girlfriend. And when I went to the party, him and his girlfriend were there together.
Oh my god.
And so I wasn't crying over him, I was crying for the girl.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
He was like, oh, I need to go talk to her. Like, I need to go talk to her. I was like, no, you're not. Like, I grabbed him and I put him against the wall. I was like, you're not fighting her. She doesn't want to see you, and you're gonna leave her the alone. And so, like, just she's the only person I will ever get like that for. And I have a sister, but like that's family. Like,
The next prompt is, there's something I haven't told my best friend that I want to get off my chest. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and go ahead and turn around.
I want to cry.
So, Caitlin. Okay, Caitlin, you're the only one who says yes.
You are the strongest person I've ever met. Like, Hannah's had so much shit happen this year, and like yesterday too. And like, you're here right now, so I don't know how you're standing and like being okay. Like, her dog died yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, we were out.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Like, and she's had him forever, and it's like, you were like smiling still, like laughing. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I wish I had that, because like I'm not like that. I would literally sit in my bed all day. Like, I can't do that. Like, you are literally the strongest person I've ever met in my life. And I feel like all these girls can say the same thing about their best friend too. Like, you are the strongest person, and I wish I had that. Like, in my future daughter too, like the question before, like, I want that in my daughter. So, yeah, you're my best friend. You're
As it relates to what she said, you know, getting the strength. Now, guys, for everyone out there that's really, really struggling, who doesn't have this ability yet, it's possible for you to get there. Like, for me, I guess it's something I was always born with. Because even as a child going through certain experiences, I really didn't let it get me down. You know, I would still find some reason to move on and be happy. So for me, I can't really tell you, you know, how, but I have an idea of how you can develop that skill. Now, it comes with an acceptance. Now, you have to accept life for what it is. Life will always throw curveballs at you. And there's this saying, you know, in life, toss you melons, you make lemonade. So it's kind of that's the mindset that I really use to really get me through, you know, certain things, because things happen and you cannot predict when it's happening and you can't change it after it's done. So accepting that life is just unpredictable is one of the greatest things that you could ever do in your life. It makes your life so much simpler. And another thing is that, you know, learn how to stand up for yourself and learn to say no. Things like that, they really do help you find the strength, because a lot of times when we're dealing with certain things, we have alternatives, but we just cannot find the courage to really make the step that is necessary to get rid of whatever we're supposed to get rid of, or fix or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just based on practice. Like I said, don't worry about anyone. small steps matter. Now, it's not about the small steps, it's about compounding those steps. So you compound those small steps until you reach where you need to go. So it's about compounding. It's not all about making that big leap. So don't worry too much about the destination. Just think about the journey. Just stay consistent. Take your time. Small steps. That first step is the hardest, but after that, it gets easier and easier. So just practice. If something bad happens, like I said, try to find some positive from whatever happened. If there's no positive takeaway, just work on accepting that it happened and you can't change it. And think about what you can do to make the, resuming your life better. Those are the things that will help you to develop that skill, to have that strength to move on when something bad happens. That's just my perspective, of course. But guys, if you're struggling, if for those who have stories or whatever, I would love to hear them. You can definitely spam the comment sections because I would love to hear them.
My family.
Bitch, we about to get drunk tonight. I know.
I just wish that like more people, not just me, told you like how great you are. Like how proud, because I feel like you with your family, you don't hear it as much as you should, and I wish that you did, because I think that you're great, and I think you need to hear it more.
Sweetie, can I hug her?
You can hug each other, yeah.
That was so nice.
I didn't think we'd cry today, guys.
I know. I was good the whole time, and now I'm like, so I don't really do stuff like this. I was really anxious before. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm actually glad because this is something that we're gonna be able to see later on in life and just laugh about it and love it. I know.
That. Like when we have kids,
We can watch it on our 10-year anniversary with the little cake.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do like a little 10-year anniversary with our cake.
Oh, I love you.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. And this was beautiful. Content like this is absolutely beautiful. More people should try making content like this instead of stupid 20v1s, you know what I'm saying? Because content like this helps people. It helps friendships understand each other better and even strengthen their bonds. So that is amazing. But guys, I don't really have much to say here, but this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And be sure to comment, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.